Okay, we're recording. Today, we're gonna build a climbing wall. But not just any climbing wall. This is going to be based off of my Lean-To Systems board that I have the build plans for sale at ClimberDad.com. But it's gonna have a little bit of a twist. Okay, maybe a lot of a twist. We are gonna have it much more adjustable. This is a plan that I've had bouncing around in my brain for a long time. And while I'm waiting here in Utah for a job to start.
Yeah, I hope you're having a good time back there at the shop. We're having a really rough time right now. If you could tell, this road is just, it's really rough.
Now, a couple of things. I've wanted to build a wall like this out of steel. We're not going to use steel on this. We're actually going to use wood. Before we get started on that, I need to take these back. These screws, they're good screws. However, I think it's really annoying to have multiple bit sizes for your screws. There are screws out there that you can go all the way down to 1 1/4 inch screw, maybe even smaller than that, I don't know. And it's a T25 bit. These are a T20 bit, which is just really annoying when you're bouncing between different sizes of screws. So these babies are going back right now.
Number 8, 2-inch grip right, T25. Now, those will work. We want to go super duper nice. These right here are a little bit better. It's a number 9. Still T25 head, but a little bit more pricey. And the grip rights work fantastic.
All right, so I'm about ready to lay out the main frame. And when we're laying out the main frame, it's okay if some of the 2x6s have a little bit of twist in them, as long as you're using them for the studs and not the outside studs. The 3 in the middle, that's okay. The top plate and the bottom plate, if that has a twist in that board as it goes down, and you can look down at, you pick up your boards like this, and you can see if there's a twist in it. If your top plate and your bottom plate have that twist, you're gonna be fighting it the entire time. So make sure that those are nice and straight. So the battery died when I was building this frame, but you kind of get the idea. It's pretty simple. Now I do want to mention something here that I don't think I've ever mentioned before. When you are drilling with a screw into the wood like this on the end grain, that is not recommended. I do it here because it's more of almost like a location pin. There's not a whole lot of force pulling it out this way. All of the force is going to be coming down like this. And another thing that you want to do when you do go into the end grain, you want to go in at an angle. So what happens here, if you look at this board, you can see these different rings. And to my knowledge, and if there's any arborists out there that say I'm full of crap, tell me in the comments. But these hard rings, that's winter growth. And these soft rings are summer growth. And that's where all of the growth, or the majority of the growth happens. And these soft rings, they are really soft. And if you get just the screw just in those soft summer ring growths, it's gonna pull right out. So you wanna try to put it in at an angle so you're going through both the soft and the hard grains, or these rings of the board. And then it's gonna be just a little bit better. Obviously, it's not gonna be as good as if you're going down this way. So a really cool thing about building this little home wall here in Provo is that it is also the home of Atomic Climbing Holds. So we're gonna come over here and get our T-nuts. I might regret buying this little hammer. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And it is so true. Like, it sounds funny because you're starting out with slow, but being smooth is being efficient.
Because you don't have to go back and fix it.
Which is what's going to make you fast. It's a new day for me. I really wanted to get this done in a 24-hour period. However, life happens. Today, I'm gonna just spend a little bit of time on the wall, and we're going to attach some hinges. Now, with my classic lean-to climbing wall, I've had a lot of questions about the hinges. With that one, you don't need some super strong hinges. I typically just use regular door hinges, and the side brace on that wall takes up a lot of the weight. This wall is not going to have that side brace. So we need to go with a little bit beefier hinge. This is a 6-inch strap hinge. It's a heavy-duty strap hinge, and I've got 4 of them that we're going to go ahead and put on this wall. Now I'm going to keep it fairly close to this edge. I'm going to go 1 inch away from the edge here. Oops, my pencil needs to be sharpened. This is how I sharpen my pencils. I like the USA Gold or USA Titanium. Made in Tennessee. Some people might give me a hard time for that because it's not a carpenter pencil, not a real pencil. You know what? I just always have used these. All right, something else that I'm doing here that I might want to point out is I am setting this hinge all the way back so it's flush against this wall. And the reason why is we are not going to be moving this wall out past 90 degrees. It's just not going to happen. So we can set that in. We could actually set it in a little bit further. However, I don't want to do that. We're going to set it flush. So this hinge is going to be flush with this surface. The hinge pin, the center of the hinge pin, will be back, which you don't want to do if you're putting a door or something that needs to swing more than 90 degrees, but this will never do that. So we're going to put it back. Now I need to get some screws, and I'm gonna have to go do some handyman work, so I don't even know when the next time I'll be able to get back on this, but I hope that it's soon because I want to get this done and climbing and give it to, or not give it, but sell it. The idea is to sell it.